I helped Ilya Rozanov quit smoking, and this is exactly how we did it. Okay, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I did not help him quit. But with my 6 years of experience with helping people quit smoking, this is exactly what I would do if I was helping Ilya Rozanov quit smoking. I'm not referring to the fact that he is smoking as an attractive, but I mean the fact that he was smoking cigarettes. I'm going to give you 3 ways that I would help Ilya quit smoking if I was his quitting smoking coach. Ilya in the opening scene is leaning on the back of the arena. He's trying to light a cigarette and having a hard time. And then in comes Shane and they're having their, 30-second conversation. Ilya is actually doing the perfect thing in this situation. He is smoking alone and he's smoking outside. Those are 2 really, really key strategies that we want to do when we're helping people quit smoking. When we smoke in enclosed spaces like in the car, in the garage, or in the house, these are all signals and signs that we are really, really dependent and addicted to smoking. So having all of our cigarettes outside is super important. Rain or shine, cold or hot, no matter what the situation, we always recommend smoking outdoors. The other thing he's doing in this opening scene is he's smoking by himself, at least until Shane comes along. And this is a good thing because people tend to smoke more often and smoke heavier when there's other people around. So the fact that Ilya was off by himself doing his thing is actually a really, really good thing. So I would suggest he continues to only smoke outside and only smoke by himself. The second scene is when Ilya is in the bed. I think there's obviously a lot of bed scenes, but there is one scene when he's in bed and he is smoking a cigarette. And what I would suggest in this situation is keep the cigarettes in a very inconvenient location as opposed to right beside him on the bed. When we put cigarettes in an inconvenient location, think like on the second floor of a house or in a closet or in the trunk of a car, then it kind of adds that physical barrier of where you are and where those cigarettes are. I know he's pretty tall, so he can probably reach most things, but there's probably a shelf somewhere in his house where he might need a stool to get to, and maybe he could put his pack of cigarettes inside a skate box that's empty and put that on the top shelf of the closet. That way, when he's in bed and he wants to relax after some activities, he will have to actually get up, go on the stool, go to the closet, get the cigarettes out, and then remembering tip number 1, he'll have to go back outside to smoke, and he might think, you know what, I can't be effing bothered with this. And from what I can see, I think that would be a very effective strategy for him. This is exactly what we want for him, so that the cigarettes are inconvenient, they're annoying to get to, and he just does not have the patience to go for it. You would be surprised how effective the strategy is, especially when people say, oh, well, that won't be a deterrent for me. That's not going to make a difference. I can still reach them. I can still get them. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, well, then do it. I think if we play the ego card a little bit, it would work very well on him. Like, oh yeah, you can do it, prove it. And my third strategy of how I would help Ilya quit is to address his stress. He is low-key, high-key stressed, and he's got a lot of things to worry about. He's got his family relying on him, but not really treating him very nicely. There's also frustrations about the societal pressures of the setting that he's in and not being able to be open about his sexuality, which can create a lot of stress and internal struggle. The third is not knowing how to navigate his feelings for Shane and not knowing how to be vulnerable. And then think about his inability to sit still. When they go to the cottage and they're looking at the fire, he doesn't know what to do. And he's also on super high alert. When he hears the loon, he freaks out. So his nervous system is super, super on edge, and he is not in a calm state. Now, he clearly works out, so I don't need to suggest that he goes to the gym and gets his body moving. But what I want for him is for him to figure out ways to still his mind. So what I'm talking about here is being present, being in the moment, being still, being calm, being at peace, and being okay with just being him. And one of the ways that I would suggest he does this is by practicing box breathing. Box breathing is a visualization technique that can ground you in the moment and help calm your breathing. And it can be done anywhere, anytime without props. And the way you would do that is you would picture a box and picture yourself looking up the side of a box, and as you inhale, you're looking up the left side of the box, and then hold your breath over the top of the box. Then you're going to breathe out along the right side of the box, and then hold your breath for the remaining seconds across the box. So the idea is there's like 4 corners or 4 sides of the box. One you're breathing in, one you're holding, one you're breathing out, and one you're holding again. And the reason why this is so great is because he can do it without anybody really knowing he's doing it. You don't have to have any equipment or fancy tools, or you don't really need to even have your eyes open for it. You can do it anywhere, anytime. He can do it in the shower. He can do it when he's in bed. He can do it when he's sitting by the fire or when something really stressful is going on in a social setting. And it's something that he can do that nobody else needs to know that he's doing, which I think he would really care if someone knew that he was doing that. He wouldn't have to worry about people making fun of him because no one would know he's doing it. And it's something that he can do very quickly, but also very easily, no matter where he is or what he's doing. And by practicing this and getting really good at this, I think it would actually help him still his mind. And by learning this skill and learning to be still in his mind and just be in the moment, he may find that he doesn't really need that cigarette anymore. And that's how you do it. I would love to hear your thoughts on what you think that he should do instead. If you have any other suggestions, or if you think being with Shane is enough to make him quit, let me know. I think Shane did a pretty good job of supporting him through that anyways.